So you want to go sturgeon fishing. You want to go sturgeon fishing out of a boat, but you don't know what kind of rod, reel, line, tackle, bait, hooks to use. Hi, Paul from Anchor Caddy here, and today we're going to start a series on how to catch sturgeon from a boat, including what line to use, what rod, what reel, how to set up a leader, and all the steps you need to have a good chance of catching sturgeon from a boat. Now, the things that I'm going to go through are things that I use. Not to say that there isn't other ways to do it. This way has been successful for me, and so that's what I'm going to show you in this series. So let's get started. Okay, let's start off with the rod. I recommend the Ugly Stick Tiger in 7 foot long, and 20 to 50 pound medium action. The tip, it's nice and sensitive to detect the bite, and the backbone is good enough for those oversized sturgeon. The nice thing about this Ugly Stick is it's not only known for sturgeon fishing, it's also known for tuna fishing, very large catfish fishing, and species like that. And it comes in at about 60 bucks, 60, 70 bucks, and you just can't go wrong. You know, I've had this one for several years and has not let me down. It's still in excellent shape and still gets used often. Now for the reel. I recommend the Penn 320 GT. This has been a really good overall reel for shaker size sturgeon up to oversized sturgeon. And again, this reel, like the rod, it's not only used for sturgeon, but people use it for tuna, oversized catfish, you name it. It's a really good overall reel. And this reel comes in at about probably about 70, 80 bucks. Although I just did find out that they no longer carry the 320 GT series. They now changed to a Squall series, which I have not tested, have not used, have not even held one in my hand. You can find the 320 GTs on the used market, Craigslist, eBay, what have you. Maybe some of the smaller shops may still carry it. But again, this is an overall good reel. You can't go wrong with this one. Alright, so now that we got your rod, we got your reel, let's put some line on it. You know, I recommend an 80-pound braid line. Some people say that's overkill. That's fine with me. I tell you, I'd rather have heavier line than not. The disadvantage of having heavier line, obviously, is you can't get as much on the reel. But I haven't had any problems with getting spooled by any oversize. You know, for the most part, if you hook onto an oversize and you start taking a bunch of line, you're going to want to get off anchor and chase them down river anyway. The closest time I ever came to getting spooled is when I had a sea lion grab a hold of my bait and start running off with it, and the sea lion, you're not going to stop. So I ended up having to cut my line and run, and I still had enough line at the end of the day to continue fishing, so it all worked out okay. So there you have it. You got the Ugly Stick Tiger, you got your Penn 320, you have your 80-pound braid, your pole is now set up and ready to go. Okay, now that we got the rod, the reel, and the line, stay tuned for the next episode where we talk about terminal tackle, which is what you put on the end of your line, including your swivels, your weights, your leaders, and your hooks, and all that stuff. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see the next episode on how to set up the terminal tackle.